welcome to the Maiden Romance Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Bailey, and we also have my co-host, Sab, aka SR Severn.
Hi, Sarah. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
How are you?
I'm not too bad. I was unwell, but I'm feeling
Yes.
a lot better now, as you know.
Yes, I'm very pleased about this.
Yeah, and the weather is has taken a turn, so it's freezing. But you know, it's fine.
The damn weather. Yeah, guys, it's been cold recently and it's not been very pleasant.
Yeah, you're getting minus weather over there, aren't you?
Yes, although that's Celsius for our American friends. We don't convert to Fahrenheit, so you're going to have to do that with yourself. Just saying. Anyway, let's get into the podcast. So this podcast, we're going to be talking about male archetypes in romance.
Yes, we are.
We have dug up a couple of articles about this subject, so we're going to dive into those, and I will make sure to provide links to these articles in the description. You can check them out yourselves. But let's get into the first list, shall we? Are we ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, so we've got a list here called We Need a Hero. So we're going to go through all 8 of these. So let's start with the first one, the Chief. This hero is the quintessential alpha hero. He might have been born to lead, or perhaps he conquered his way to the top. Either way, he's tough, decisive, committed. That means he's also a bit overbearing and inflexible. This man tends to be top of his career field, maybe the CEO of a major corporation or a prince. If he's not already number one, it's only a matter of time. So
And we all know these chief types.
yes,
they
do.
are the standard alpha hero
Mm-hmm.
that we often see in our romance books, unless you're writing an anti-hero.
Yes. Although anti-heroes can have qualities of of the chief, I think, as well. But
Yes,
we're talking about heroes in this.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've definitely written a few chief characters, or at least ones that have of qualities.
I do enjoy reading about them. These are like the classic kind of heroes that I grew up reading when I first got into romance, and I love it. I love a prince, I have to say. So yeah.
Royal
romances. I just love it, when he's looking for his queen, or he's looking for his princess. And do you know what? I haven't read one of those in a really long time, and I might have to do some browsing and find some, because they're really nice. I love them. It always for me, it's always like the alpha hero. There's always a tendency of a clash with the hero and the heroine, because he's just really incredibly dominating and gets his way, and she, is obviously not 100% all for that at first. So there will be clashes and stuff, and I quite enjoyed that chemistry.
Yeah, you see a lot of chiefs archetypes in, say, like that will be in enemies kind of to lovers things. They're very much it's my way or the highway guys, and then you get taught that that's not actually how the real world works. Or at least not when it comes to their lady friend anyway. Well, I'm sure our listeners have read many books with the chief archetype.
I do love a chief. I do.
Yeah, you do. Me and Sab love the chiefs.
Yeah,
so we're all for the chiefs.
Yes.
Big tick in the box of a chief. Okay, shall we move along to the next one?
Let's do that. Let's jump right in.
The next one is The bad boy. This is the rebel, or the boy from the wrong side of the tracks. He's bitter, volatile, a crushed idealist, but he's also charismatic and street smart. He hates authority and doesn't buckle up under to anyone, which is why he uses jobs where he's his own boss. In Western historicals, he's the perfect outlaw. Well, I think we've all read books with the bad boy in
Yeah.
it. The bad boy, yes.
Yes, 100%.
I think a lot of women like bad boys. Isn't that something that's like leveled against women? Is that they enjoy going out dating bad boys, even though they're good.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? Sorry, when we were talking about bad boys,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that YouTuber. You know, the one who reviews books.
Oh yes.
And
oh,
he
God.
always talks about the bad boy books that he reads, and it makes me laugh my head off, and I couldn't help it. I have to just laugh because it just makes me think of this. Because
yeah.
I do think that some bad boys are written too they're not written in a way that's, what am I trying to say? I think they could be
They're
little
cliches.
That's exactly what I was about to say. They are cliches.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just funny. But yeah.
I agree. I read too many cliched bad boys, and then there's this tendency for people to write these stories about the so-called bad boy who's actually like really a bad boy, but he's like has a heart of gold and stuff. And I'm just like, that's not really what I want to read, man. If he's not actually doing stuff that's like bad boy,
Yeah.
why? Why are you trying to fool me into thinking this guy's a bad boy?
Do you know what? I know it's really bad, but I always think of bad boys being the ones that are like in their leather jacket with their motorcycle, and they're like after college or something, smoking foot against the wall as
Yes.
he's leaning back, and you know, there's the good
Yes.
girl who walks by and she's like, you know, this looks at this guy who's just full of mystery and exudes masculinity, and yeah, like that. That's actually what I picture when one says bad
you're
boy.
basically picturing like the movie Grease when we think about bad.
Yeah, but even though see, bad boy, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Suave. Yeah, he's very cool. He does do some like a little bit of bad boy shit, but not to the extent of like really bad.
Yeah, like he doesn't get in trouble with the cops or anything like that.
No, but he's just very.
But he's cool. He's a cool
He's
kid.
cool, smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking with the leather jackets. Like, yeah.
You know, the kind of guy you can't bring home to your parents, kind of.
Yeah, that to me is the bad boy. Is the one that you can't bring home to your parents because he's like not of the right caliber for your. It wouldn't be the boy that you would. You know, lots of these heroines do end up marrying him anyway.
Yeah. Like for me, I would say in the Corrupt Empire, I would say Aiden's 100% a bad boy.
Oh yeah,
he does make me think of bad boy with his tattoos and tastes, and yeah, so
he's very dark.
Yeah.
And there's the whole, you know, he is like an outlaw. He's like the vigilante who wants justice, that type of thing. So he is the bad boy. I definitely say he's the bad boy. And actually, Avery ends up joking about him being a bad boy. Oh, yeah. Those two. See, so I have written a bad boy man. I have written
Sarah. I think it's safe to say from now that every archetype we bring up here, you've written. Let's see. Let's find out.
Okay. Well, what about the chief? Okay, we know who the chief is.
Okay,
you know who the chief is.
Oh my god, flip's sake. Okay, I'm gonna say this because I'm looking at your books on the shelf right now. Immediately when I thought of chief, I'm thinking of what have I got here? I've got the Benson siblings, so I'm thinking of Dante. Yeah, and I'm thinking of Quinn.
That's who I was waiting. Our boy Quinn.
Quinn
is like so chief. It's
Oh, I can't even talk about Quinn
Yeah,
without
let's not talk about
grinning like a fool.
Quinn is like the chief, man. Anyway, let's not talk about Quinn anymore because I think we will gush about him for too long and then it will be like, damn, son. Anyway,
Okay.
okay. Move on to the next man, and that is the best friend. This is the beta hero. He's kind, responsible, decent, a regular Mr. Nice Guy. This man doesn't enjoy confrontation and can sometimes be unassertive because he doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But he'll always be there. We were in high school and didn't appreciate him. If we were smart, though, he's the guy we'd marry. He's a people person and he always puts the needs of others first. Well,
Mhm.
the best friend. Yeah, I've
You know,
read some of these.
you know who I think of as a best friend? I think of Eric.
Oh, yes, he is.
I do, because he's just the sweetest
He is a
out
sweetheart.
of the guys. Yeah.
He's a sweet. You know who else I think?
Mm.
James Benson.
Oh my God, James! Yes. Oh, I love him. No, 100%. Yes, he is the best friend. Oh,
Such a sweetie.
he
But
is.
yeah, the best friend. People describing the best friend as like their cinnamon roll boys
Mhm.
who just are really sweet and will do anything for their heroines. And I love the best friend, but you know me, I'm more into the chiefs and the bad boys. If I'm quite honest.
Yeah, like it's just sometimes it just depends on mood. Like I would
Yeah,
sway towards the bad boy kind of genre, and then sometimes I
yeah.
just want the guy who's gonna bake me something and bring me a cup of tea and listen to my problems, and
I do love men like that.
mm,
I just wanna, wrap you up in cotton wool and take you home
want to
so
protect
that you
them.
can, yeah, you want to protect them and you want them to like protect you.
They're like
Oh,
they're like the best kind of cats ever as well. You
yes,
know, like they're just comfort and just so yeah.
so true. They're just like so sweet
They're
and
essential,
kind.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
They
the best
are.
friend being an archetype. They are so essential. They're like aftercare. They're like the aftercare. They're like, yeah, they are fully.
I agree. Like you don't necessarily need. It doesn't have to be necessarily the hero in the story. It can be one of the other characters in the stories. And I think we've always got to have that best friend character, the sweet one. It's
Mm.
like a contrast to the manly man.
There's a movie that I watched and it
Yes.
just made me think of this.
Mm.
And I forgot what it's called. For the life of me, I don't know, but it's got Sandra Bullock in it.
Mm.
And it's kind of like a kind of country movie where she married like her high school sweetheart, and they have a daughter, but then he ends up cheating on her, so she moves back home to the country. And
Mm.
there's this guy who, it's a small city, it's a small town kind of movie, and there's this guy
Yeah.
who she went to school with, and he comes across as the cool cat. So like a
Yeah.
kind of, he comes across as kind of like a cowboyish kind of guy, but he's got such a heart of gold, and he's
Yeah.
always hasn't had an interest in her, and he just turns up to try and support her, and he's really kind, but he's still got that kind of kind of
Mm.
masculine like aura around him.
Yeah.
So like even though he is this the best friend kind of vibe
Yeah.
that I get from him, and there hasn't actually been a moment in that movie where he's been assertive or kind of muscled his way in to defend her or anything, because it's not that kind of movie.
Yeah.
But I found that never bothered me, but just the fact that he's there for her throughout all the
Yeah.
stuff she goes through just makes him so desirable, and it gives you a warm feeling, and I really love that. So yeah, it just made me think of that movie. I can't remember what it's called though. Damn. Wait. No, I have to Google it. One minute. Sorry, you continue.
I love the best friend, and I think he's a very important character in the
Oh,
our.
it's called Hope Floats. Yeah.
Oh, there
And
you go, guys.
yeah, it's a lovely romance drama movie.
Yep.
Made in 1998.
Okay. So let's move on to the next man, known as the Charmer.
Okay.
We've all known these types. Fun, irresistible, smooth operator, yet not too responsible or dependable. Might be a playboy or a rogue, but he doesn't commit to a woman easily. He's not crazy about hard work and he might be in sales or a gambler in the Wild West.
Okay,
Well,
I'm immediately going to think of Zav. Yep, 100% you do it. Zav. Yeah.
Zav is such a charmer. But Zav's got a heart, Zav's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Too sweet. But yes, we do know these men, these playboys. Playboy. Who like to, spread it around.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it, but yeah. Yeah.
I actually sometimes find that the charmer, like an undercurrent of like being like actually really, he can be, he's a good guy, but he just is kind of, deep down, but he just likes to have fun.
He's like the bachelor, isn't he? He's like the
Yeah.
single and just like, just casually getting by life by doing his own thing and, the non-committal type until he does
Yes.
meet that one girl who changes his whole fucking life and yeah.
Turns his life upside down and ruins him.
Yep.
She brings him to his knees.
Yep. We all love that kind of heroine.
That's my favourite, actually. My favourite thing in the world. We
Yeah.
all know this, that I love it when a woman brings a man.
Yeah. Yep.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the charm. Right, so let's move on to the. And I think that this is going to be quite. I already know who this is.
Yes, I do too.
The lost soul. Tortured, secretive, brooding, and unforgiving. That's this man. But he's also vulnerable. He might be a wonder cast. In work, he's creative, but probably also a loner. So he might be an undercover cop or do something artistic.
Yeah,
Word.
it.
We all know who this is. This is Rory.
This is Rory, 100%.
Rory.
Listen, have you just like based your characters off these 8 archetypes?
No, I have not based my characters off these 8 archetypes. They just happen.
Just happened.
Because archetypes are quite important in romance,
Yeah.
But yes, our lost soul is kind of I think a lot of the anti-heroes fall under your lost soul trope as well. It's like, oh man, they're like, the ones that have really and that it's damaged them in some way, and they've got to kind of, find the right woman to bring them out of that and help them heal.
So you know who else I think of? I don't know why I'm bringing up so many movies, man, but when I think of the Lost Soul, I just immediately think of Edward Scissorhands, and he's just like my heart hurts. He's just there in the bloody like castle place all by himself and lost and lonely and doesn't understand and then yeah, sorry, I just my bad.
Yes, I completely agree. And the lost soul is definitely the kind of thing that you would see as like the beauty in the thing as well, So
Oh yeah, definitely
agree. And I do love the lost soul. I'm kind of a sucker for the damaged man.
They're kind
Finding
of
love.
they're the best to no, there's so many bests to write about. They're
Yes.
one of the best to write about because there's so much you can go into and dive into in their life, their life story and what makes them who they are, and it's just so rewarding to see a change in them as they progress and they find love and they find hope, and that's important. Hope it's just a beautiful transformation to witness. And
yes, and I think that's why it's one of the most kind of like popular ones to use and say kind of more of the darker romances and things like that. It's because you get to go on that journey, or even like paranormal romance, of course, the loner vampire,
Oh
the
my
lone
god.
wolf, that type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You're like, your heart is like full now, thinking of all these like lone wolves who just need to find love.
Need to
You
find a
know
mate.
her, you know who else that I would bring up as a lost soul that
Who?
I've written.
Oh,
I
wait,
would
wait, wait.
actually.
Wait, let me guess. Wait, okay. I'm the CP, so I have to get this. Okay. Is it a story you've published?
Yes,
Is it an old or a new?
an older one.
Is it a paranormal romance?
Yeah.
Is it Asriel?
Yes, but I was also thinking it is Asriel. It's also and it's also Rex. Those three are all
Oh,
lost souls.
wait, hold on. You said Asriel, Rex, and who?
Lucifer.
Oh, of course.
Lucifer is like so tortured.
Yeah, definitely. I'd always assume that the angels are the
Yeah.
worst.
Well, if we're gonna and if we go back to the charmer, I would say that Jamie is the charmer character as
Oh,
well.
he's so much fun. He's so much fun. He's the funniest one. Well, there's Alistair.
Yes. Alistair's not. Well, Alistair wasn't really. He was kind of the charmer. So, no, he was a. Yeah. He's kind of like. Yeah, that's true. Why do I write these charming characters? I don't know.
Because they are fun. They are
They
very
are
fun.
fun.
They bring the comic relief, and it's always nice to
Mm.
read a book where you've got that hero who is that fun kind of irresistible, like he likes
Yes.
to wind up the heroine, so you get that you get that comedy, and that
Yeah.
it makes you laugh because you
Very
always
true.
know that they're going to wind up the heroine in some way, and the banter is just on point. Like, that's why.
That's so true. Oh dear. Okay. Let's move on to the next one.
Mhm.
The Professor. The first time you meet him, this logical, introverted, and inflexible guy might not be your idea of it, but take another look. He is genuine about his feelings. At work, he likes cold, hard facts. Thank you very much. But he is also honest and faithful and won't.
Okay. Okay. Who am I thinking of?
I have no idea. I actually don't know how I've written this.
You know, I kind of feel like you haven't. Okay, so it's still a work in progress, but I'm thinking of this could possibly be one of the horsemen.
No.
No, is that because they're all too dark?
Yeah, they're not. Trust me, then. I don't think that. I think they're all up in the other categories because I don't think that they're. None of them are like very. None of them are very introverts or very low.
Okay.
No, I
Have
don't
you?
think I've written one of these
I
guys.
haven't written one of them. Mm.
Oh well, it doesn't really matter if we haven't written them.
Oh no, it's just interesting. Like I'm going through these archetypes and thinking, just comparing.
Yeah, I can't think of many stories I've read with this guy either. He's just. Oh, I don't think I'm as drawn to this type of archetype of a man particularly.
Hmm.
So I've never really. Yeah. I mean, this is the type of man that I wouldn't necessarily cast as a hero. I might different role, if that makes sense, in the book.
Would this kind of be like this kind of character sounds like they would be like a doctor or
Mm,
um like a scientist or something.
yeah, like a nerdy.
I mean, that's probably why it's called the Professor, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, I only just clocked, sorry.
yeah. So like a teacher or someone who's just like very analytical about things as opposed to being like emotional. I just that's probably why I've not written because that's not really the type of heroes that I kind of you know
Do you know what though?
go for.
I think I'll say I'm gonna shout out to EJ
Mm.
because
E.J. Dawson for those people who are
yes,
wondering.
EJ Dawson,
Mhm.
author of Queen of Spades
Series,
trilogy.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, she has a character who I think of and he is a doctor, and that's Cave. So it made me think of Cave actually. So that I think it's safe to say I've read.
You have read The Professor. There you go. We
Yeah.
both read The Professor type. There we go.
Yeah.
But he's not actually the hero of this story. So
No.
again, yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Like, I don't think I've read a book. Like I said, I don't think I've really read a book that has this art as a hero. Oh well.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh damn, bro. Okay. The next one.
Yeah.
I know who we're going to describe as this. The Swashbuckler. This guy is action, action, and more action. He's physical and daring, fearless. He's a daredevil or an explorer. He needs thrills and chills to keep him happy. Well, we're going to actually go away from Sarah's books and we're going to go to Sab's book because you write about pirates.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, yeah. But this is one. This is one that's not published because that's still in the works. But yeah, this would be definitely one of my heroes.
I'm not into like action books, so I don't think I've really read too many like romances like where there is a swashbuckler character, unless you're going towards like the fantasy.
Yeah.
It's probably why I've never seen one like this.
I don't know if do you get these the swashbuckler in contemporary romances though?
No, I don't think you do. I don't really.
So yeah, I do. I have to say they're fun. They're definitely fun. They're just reckless people.
Exactly.
They're reckless, but like they're a Jack Sparrow. Come on, yeah.
Yes. Jack Sparrow or Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those type of people. Okay. And now we're gonna move on to the last one in this list, the warrior. This man is the reluctant rescuer or the knight in shining armor. He's noble, tenacious, relentless, and he always sticks up for the underdog. If you need a protector, he's your guy. He doesn't buckle under to rules, and he doesn't go along just to get along. Wow. I know who this is.
Okay. Who?
Can you guess?
Okay, wait. I'm going to do this again. Is it an old book or a new book?
What do you consider an old book?
Something you published during the first stages when you start writing.
Oh no, a newer book. It's one of my newer, darker books.
It's not one of the Horsemen, is it?
No. It's a published book. Shall I just tell you?
Just tell me, man. Just tell me.
I was going to go with Brent.
Oh! I just feel so much joy. I love him.
He is okay. Out of all of my heroes I've ever written, Brent is the one that I would be like, he is marriage material.
Marriage, yes. Like, just marry me.
I just wanted to marry him. I was like, I'm like, step out of the way, Jen. I want to marry you.
Yes, that makes so much sense because the book's called Protect. He's a protector. Yeah,
he does. He goes out of his way to protect Jen, even though he doesn't really deal with all of this mess. But yeah, I do love the warrior because they're the ones that kind of it's like your typical bodyguard romance. Those are always warriors. They're like want to protect the woman. Not that I've read many bodyguard. I know that they're very popular.
Have I read one? I'm sure I've read at least, aside from yours, I'm sure I've read one. Have I?
Yeah.
Oh shit, have I read one?
Well, I'm sure we see it in other things, like just a man that just does anything to protect his woman. Damn, son. I do love a warrior.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Who wouldn't?
Who doesn't want a man protecting him? Okay. Me and Sarah are not damsels in distress, is okay, but in books, I sometimes really love just a man super protective. But she doesn't have to be a damsel in distress to let a man protect her. Just saying, because Jen is not a damsel in distress.
Oh my god, no, she's a firecracker. Jesus.
So you can have the man who wants to protect the woman, but she's like, but
Yeah.
you're not doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love the contrast there, where the woman's just like, I'm not a damsel, you can't rescue me. And then he does end up rescuing her anyway, which is just
she's just a wildcat, to be honest. And all he wants to do is just cuddle her.
I know, he just wants to love on her, and she's just like, nah, bro. No. Yeah, I might want to get with you between the sheets, but you're not allowed to. You're not protecting me.
I'm fully just thinking of Looney Tunes and the skunk, like Pepe Le Pew, who like literally sees this. I swear it's a cat. It's not even a skunk. It's a black and white cat, and just grabs this cat and is going all full like kissing and wanting to cuddle them, and they're just trying to escape from clutches. It's so funny. I love it. Kills me.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Damn, son.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Oh, I love it. Okay. So that was our first wonderful list there of male arc. We're going to go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Do you want to read this one, or should I continue reading?
You can continue reading because my throat's. I need water. I can't too much. I'm going to end up having a coughing fit or something. But yeah, continue.
Okay, so this list that we found is based on archetypes as Greek gods, which we thought was going to be really interesting. So it's this. It's kind of like looking at the modern version of these qualities in these gods. So me and Sab thought this would be interesting to look at. So we're going to go with number 1, which is the protector, and that would be Ares, the Greek god. He is all about being physical, spontaneous, impulsive. At first and think later. He wants to win and is fiercely protective. He fears being constricted, bored, and having to use his mind over body. He's motivated by survival, and the extreme of this character can be violent, yearning to fight, with poor self-image and a bad temper. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, Ares is like the god of basically, isn't he?
Yes.
So yes, okay. I think that we know. I think we can. We know who this might be about. Let's just say Sarah's writing a book about the 4 horsemen, and then
which is just honestly, I can't even. I can't.
Let's not talk about him.
Let's not do that.
Not do that. Okay, but we can talk about this as a character archetype. I guess not all of them have to be extreme characters. I'm just trying to think of I don't see this that much. It's kind of difficult to know who would be. I don't know. Have you seen this much in books that you've read?
Geez. I mean, let's see. I don't know. It's hard to say if I've seen a single hero with all of these characteristics.
Yeah.
But I've definitely seen heroes with these characteristics as a separate entity. I don't know, Sarah. I've read so many.
Me too. Okay. Let's move on to the number 2, which is the businessman, which is based on Apollo.
She's healing.
He is in career, planning his life, competing success. He fears failure in the workplace and getting too intimate. He keeps his emotions afraid of rejection. He's motivated by the need to succeed and a drive to compete. The extreme of this character tends to feel betrayed, wants revenge, is viciously competitive, and uses people. Damn, son!
Jesus, that took a turn. Like, I was like reading this and I was thinking, oh, okay, fair enough. Quite vulnerable, emotional distance, afraid of rejection. I get it. But then took a turn. Like, damn, uses people. What?
Well, I guess the business. Yeah, but if you're talking about like CEOs of companies, then yes, I would say that they do use people to get money and gain.
like the extreme of this character tends to feel betrayed just makes me feel like they've just been through so much shit in their life that they're just those heroes who have been like hurt so badly and then they just throw themselves into work just to forget about life and be kind of like
Yes, definitely.
they don't need anyone and nothing.
They keep back their emotions. You know
Yeah.
you know who this is.
Is this again one of the other horsemen?
No, I was thinking of one of your characters.
One of my oh yeah.
Not on the extreme. He's not on the extreme of this, but yes, this kind of like character arc, I think, is a very yeah. I would say that's all him, definitely.
Oh wow, yeah. Damn, I need a slap. I forgot about that.
Yes, that's a book that you're supposed to be finishing to.
I bought.
Anyway, let's not go into that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Number 3, the Recluse, which is based on Hades, who is the god of the underworld.
Yes.
The name tells all. He wants to be left alone, shuns others. He's afraid of crowds, his emotions, of spinning out of control. His motivation springs from his need to understand himself and his world. In extreme, this type of man is antisocial, psychotic, terrified of rejection, intimidating, and shuns all affectionate relationships. And safely say that I have written this before.
Listen,
we're going to go with...
I'm thinking of all kinds of peoples.
I'm thinking of Rory again for this.
Definitely. Oh my God. Bless that man.
Bless that man. Hey, he fell in love and you know, still really fucked up, I actually have to say, even despite that.
100%. If we want to talk about that scene, but yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about that scene. That was, yeah. Anyway, I know lots of guys like this. Actually, not in real life, but well, yeah. No, I can see this is a lot of kind of like this is like the tortured hero type thing, you know. Again,
yeah,
definitely. Okay, let's move on to the number 4, which is the Fool, which is based on Hermes. This character, seeking freedom, reckless adventures, often an eternal child. He can also be very positive in his childlike accepting ways. He fears losing his freedom, getting bored, being committed to relationships or deals. His motivation stems from the need to know and the desire to try everything. This character is seen in The Con Man, one who hates authority, is self-absorbed, disregards law and piety, lacks empathy. Damn, anyone who lacks empathy, I'm like scared.
I really like that they talk about like these archetypes with their pros and then their cons. like you're reading the star sign, your horoscope. I love it.
Yeah, fools in books. I think I've read a lot of those. Definitely.
Free spirit seeking freedom, reckless adventures, an eternal child. Sounds like a pirate, you know.
It does.
Yeah.
Would be pirate.
Sorry, I can't help myself. I do. Yeah, he's proper pirate. Con man, hates authority, self-absorbed, disregards law. 100%.
Yep, definitely. Moving on. Number is the Ladies' Man, based on Dionysus. Well, yes, of course.
The one who gets drunk all the time.
Yes.
Just doesn't give a fuck.
He's all about sex, romance, flirting, pleasure, physical Satan above all else. He fears losing appeal, losing his youth and virility, and avoids commitment or feeling trapped. He's motivated by a deep acceptance or a drive to win or seek fleeting pleasures to give him a sense of fulfillment. The extreme of this character can be possessive, abusive, disloyal, and explosive. Jesus. Well, I have to admit, I haven't written The Ladies' Man, and we all know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't think that that I've ever written someone who's abusive.
No, it's
No.
not attractive.
No. Okay, guys. There's abuse is not attractive, people.
Mm.
The
Yes.
ladies' man, the man whore, the one who spreads around his love to many people.
The way you say it, I just can't.
Okay, let's actually like be crude about this. The one who gives his cock to as many women as possible.
Has a revolving door of.
Revolving door of pussy.
Oh.
I went there, bro. Jesus. Okay.
I can't
Move.
say the word out loud without being like embarrassed. Like it's not a word that I throw out there, you know.
No, I don't really say it like in general conversation
Yeah.
with people.
Not even when I'm swearing at the top of like not at the top of my lungs, but like when road rage it takes over. It's like
Because you use quite a very worse word.
I use a
Posting.
yeah. See you next Tuesday word. Yeah, that one.
Exactly. Yes, we're not going to say that word on the podcast, okay, people. Anyway, let's move along from that.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about Sam's road rage. Number 6, the Messiah, which is based on Osiris. Oh, is that how you pronounce it?
Osiris. Yeah.
Yes, okay, good. The male face of this archetype is all about being male, the power of the male personality. He's concerned with healing the soul more than the body. He fears failure of his quest or purpose, being misunderstood or not taken seriously. He's motivated by his desire to help others, sacrifice himself for the greater good. He's driven by the great purpose or a vision, and willing to battle whoever stands in his way. The extreme of this character is harshly critical of others who oppose his views, overly passionate so that he breaks others' spirits and egos. He always sees right and all should believe the way he believes, and those who don't he punishes. Jesus Christ. This is like the toxic masculinity.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right.
Damn, son. Yeah, I'm not keen on men who are like too like I'm a man and I will not cry and I will be a man. No.
I'm so sorry. When it says overly passionate so that he breaks other spirits and egos. Jeez.
It's like quite extreme.
How is this a male archetype?
Yeah, but that's an extreme version.
Is this like what, buddy romance?
I don't even know, but yeah, I'm down for that kind of shit.
No.
Too much. Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh,
Why is he called the Messiah? Why is
I
it
don't know.
Okay. Huh.
That's yeah.
Okay.
So moving on. Number 7 is the artist, which is based on Poseidon, as we know as the god of the sea, the oceans. He cares about his creativity, expressing his emotions. He worries what others will think of him and wants to be treated fairly. He tries to appear he's in control and is strong, although often suffers self-doubt. He's made by a drive to be admired, to be important, to stand out from the crowd. The extreme of this character is deceitful, manipulative, playing games with people's hearts, reckless and angry, without boundaries and easily enraged. He'll also hold a grudge forever. Jesus Christ. That's a bit much.
I'm sorry.
Damn, son.
Holds a grudge forever. Forever. That's serious. That's serious.
I know. I'm like, damn. The extreme version of these characters are not attractive. Like, no. Wow.
What? Like deceitful, manipulative, playing games with people's hearts? That's not very nice.
No.
Very attractive.
No, that's really not. Damn, son.
Sorry, I'm just like, oh, wow, okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. And we'll go to the last one. Number 8. As we can all imagine who this is.
Yep.
The king.
Yes.
Zeus. He rules his kingdom, those in his life, He longs to be admired, in charge, worshipped. He wants to be the best of the best and pushes himself to get there. He fears competition, that someone will rise above him, someone younger, faster, stronger. He's motivated by a strong need for approval and recognition and power. The extreme of this character is domineering, arrogant, oppressive, often humiliates others.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I can't say that I'm like not a fan of domineering men in books.
No, I mean, yeah, neither
This
would
is Sab's favourite.
I.
The king. I definitely would say these are like the dom guys who like yes, like the proper like I'm all everything, which we obviously know who that is. Jesus.
Yeah, I know,
In
definitely.
in the extreme version, in the extreme at times.
Yeah.
But you know, I think these men can learn to change. These were quite like violently and extreme. These ones.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I preferred the other list.
No, I did. Yeah, I definitely agree. I prefer the other list because this one just it just makes me double think about characters and like I don't think it's accurate. But then I think there you have it.
Yeah. Wow.
But no, like yeah. So the other list we'll go with the first list.
Yes.
But just there are definitely 8 archetypes.
I'd say so, yeah. And I think most of them I've read or written. Most of them I like. Some of them I'm not so keen on. But okay, let's go for this. What would be your favourite one if you were like had to pick one?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna put me on the spot like this? Okay, let me see. Let's go through. So there's the chief, the alpha hero. There's bad boy, best friend, the charmer. Okay, I can eliminate. Let me eliminate as I go through the list. So,
Well, mine would always be the lost soul. If
I
I had to pick.
I wouldn't pick the bad boy.
No.
I wouldn't pick the charmer. I wouldn't pick the professor.
No.
I also wouldn't pick the swashbuckler, despite me writing about pirates, because I'm a worrywart. So therefore, if my if the guys all like out there
Yeah.
diving off cliffs and stuff,
Mm.
it's just gonna increase my anxiety. Anyway, but yeah, no, I mean in romance, like reading books,
Yeah.
they're okay, but
They're not your not favourite.
they're not my favorite.
No.
Funnily enough, okay, so it's between the warrior, the lost soul, and
The chief.
the chief.
To be fair, those would be my top three as well.
Oh really? Oh, there's a surprise.
There's a surprise that me and Sab are very alike.
So yeah, but no,
Yeah, those
yeah.
three. I don't think we can choose like one. We'll go with those as the top three. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to force you into choosing.
No, but yeah, those are. I mean, the perfect hero is a blend of all these three.
I agree. I definitely agree in that respect.
Mm.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
I agree. Oh my god, this reminds me of something. This is probably slightly off topic,
When
but
have we ever stayed on topic when we
but
podcast?
when we were as we were discussing like different men archetypes, and obviously we've discussed which are which in from the quintet who is who. But everyone lovingly remembers Matthew. He actually asked me out of which three in real life, or sorry, which four of the men in real life would actually want to be with.
Okay.
And I don't know if you. So I went through the list. So I went through Quinn, Zav, Eric, and Rory, and I thought, in real life, who would I genuinely find attractive and want to be with? And I think you might be surprised about the answer. Okay, guess for me.
Out of the guys, the
Yeah.
five, the four.
Cool.
Okay.
Like in real life, not my book men,
Right.
but like
Okay.
real life men. I think you might be surprised by the answer, but I'm not sure. Let's see how well Sab knows.
Should I say? Okay, wait. Eric.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Huh?
It would.
It'd be that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, okay, I'm going to explain to you. I explained this to Matt. Matt actually agreed with me. He said, I think that you would be Sab too. But because he's like really funny,
Yeah.
would make me laugh all the time. He's a bit of a. He's not too much in the bedroom. I mean, he's a bit of a dominating guy, but not too much. It's not extreme in the way that Quinn and Rory are. So that would be probably my. And he's loyal, sweet when he wants to be, but he's funny as well. And I like funny guys.
Yeah.
You know, yes, he's a joker and stuff, but you know, I think Eric's a bit too much of a cinnamon roll for me. I need some. So yeah, there you go. If I was to really choose the man in real life, it would be Sav.
See.
So apparently I go for the charmer. No, I'm joking. I don't normally go for charmers. I just find he has much more to him than just being charming. That's.
Yeah. It's true.
But there you go. There you go, guys. In real life, that's who I would actually pick. In the book world, that's in fiction, that's very different. But no, in real life, that's who I would choose. I'm going to ask you who you choose because I don't know if you want to put yourself out there.
Yeah, let's not do that. Because you know who I would choose. But
I am already fully aware, and I'm not going to go into that with our listeners. But our listeners are welcome to guess if they want to, but please don't message Sav and ask. she will kill me. Just she'll be too embarrassed about it, so just don't. Anyway, moving on. I think that just wraps up our discussion about male archetypes. I think we've kind of said our favorites are our chiefs, our lost souls, and our warriors. And you know, have a look at the list. Like I said, I'm going to include the links and see what is your favorite male archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You can always even let us know what your favorite male archetypes are and why, because we are on social media and
we could do when after this episode, Jules, we could do a poll actually.
Yeah, okay, guys. Yes, look out for the poll that we're going to do on Twitter about what is your favorite male archetypes. I know we're going to only going to choose 4 options, but hey, who cares?
We could do a part 2.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2, guys.
Yeah.
So look out for that. So that was a Maiden Romance podcast, and that was our discussion on male. And we will see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.